What's the dumbest thing I taught my daughter? The dumbest thing I ever taught my daughter was Japanese. Ava is 9, cute enough to fool adults and evil enough to enjoy it. It started when she caught me watching anime. She said, "Mom, teach me Japanese." I taught her the safe stuff. Kawaii means cute. Arigato means thank you. Oyasumi means good night. Then I taught her baka. I said it means silly. That was the day I accidentally handed my child a verbal weapon. Next morning, her dad burned toast. Ava looked at the black bread, looked at him and whispered, "Baka." He smiled. "Aw, what does that mean?" Before I could speak, Ava said, "It means brave chef." He stood there proud, like Gordon Ramsay after a factory reset. I said, "Ava." She sipped her juice and whispered, "Arigato, Mom." By day 3, she was using Japanese like seasoning. At Target, a lady blocked the whole aisle with her cart. Ava whispered, "Ushi." The lady smiled. "Is that Japanese?" Ava said, "It means graceful shopper." "No, it means cow." I dragged her out by the hoodie and grounded her for a week. Then she got worse. This child had been secretly learning Japanese on YouTube, like a tiny villain with Wi-Fi. And I found out at parent-teacher night. Miss Collins sat across from me with a tired smile of a woman who had survived Ava before breakfast. She said, "Ava has been sharing Japanese with the class." I smiled, stupidly. Then she handed me a worksheet. Title, Japanese words for respectful children. I looked down. Baka means respected genius. Yurusai means please keep talking. Busu means fashion queen. I stopped breathing. Miss Collins said, "Yesterday the class called the principal Busu King during morning announcements." I looked at Ava. She was sitting there swinging her legs, eating goldfish crackers like a retired mafia accountant. Then the principal walked in. Of course he did. He said, "Ava, would you like to explain?" Ava folded her hands. I was educating the class. Then the principal said, "We asked Kenji to help us translate." Ava froze. Kenji? The quiet Japanese kid in her class. Sweet kid. Glasses, always reading. Apparently he had been watching her nonsense for 2 weeks like a tiny undercover FBI agent. Miss Collins said, "Kenji, what has Ava actually been teaching?" Kenji looked at Ava. Ava whispered, "Don't be a hero." Kenji said, "She told everyone Baka means genius." The room went silent. Then he added, "And Busu means ugly." The principal touched his chest. He had been called Ugly King on the school speaker. Her dad leaned forward, pale. "What about brave chef?" Kenji blinked. "She called you idiot." My husband stared at the floor like his soul just got repossessed. I turned to Ava. This child shrugged and said, "The toast was black." No shame. Then Miss Collins tapped the last line. "And what does this one mean?" Kenji looked down. The line said, "Yurusai, sensei, atama wa offline." Ava stopped chewing. Miss Collins said, "Ava told us it means please keep teaching, wise teacher." Kenji adjusted his glasses. "No, it means shut up, teacher. Your brain is offline."